Hi, and thank you for reaching out to us. Again, my name is Alejandro, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how by improving your website you can get more exposure. Actually, you can get exposure on Google, and you can compete with the people that is actually ranking for those number one positions, top three positions in this case. And how can this bring you more customers by improving your website? So, first things first, I have your website here. And the first thing that I have to strongly suggest is to add more content. When I say content, I'm not just talking about the images or the icons. No, I'm talking more about the text that your website has. All these texts. Why is this important? Because when Google analyzes your website, they read through all this, and it's very critical that you add relevant information about your business and keywords. Keywords are very important because that's one of the things that are going to tell Google what services do you provide and what areas do you cover. So, for example, roofing contractor or Washington State would be one of the keywords. But I'm just talking in general that you might want to add. And when you place these keywords, they have to be placed in specific areas and they have to be surrounded by relevant content, in this case by relevant text. So that way Google will know and will understand that you are providing those services. And they like to see a lot of information. So the more content that you have, the better for your website. Now I can see that you only have one page here and then a financing, which is linked to another provider, I believe. But definitely add more content. And also, when it comes to designing your website, anybody can do a website. Don't get me wrong, but most of the people, they don't understand how they can utilize the power of having a well done actually an optimized website so they can improve, so they can bring more value to their business. So when you put out a website, you gotta make sure that you're actually trying to engage with people that are going to be landing in your website. So, for example, a contact form, a call us, a phone number, something like that will definitely help. It also takes about less than 5 seconds for an average person to decide if they want to stick on your website and actually see if they can get some sort of a get in touch with you, something like that, or try to get a quote or things like that. So by doing that, you have to try to engage. You have to have something not catchy, but like I said, a contact form here, or get a free quote, things like that. Now, I use this tool called Ahrefs, and what this does is it picks up data from your website based on Google criteria. So, for example, let's see here. So you can see that you're only being found for one keyword, and not surprising because you don't have that much content in your website, and you have four backlinks. But now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned in your website, and this will give you power so you can be found on Google. Think about like a popularity contest. The more people you get to talk about you in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay. Same principle applies here, with the difference that not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and thousands of links, but if they're not powerful, if they're not relevant, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you want to be found for, that you actually need to add to your website based on the content, you're not gonna see any results, any positive results. So let's take a look and see what keyword you're being found for. Big Heavenly Roofing, that's your branding name. And you can see that there's no traffic to your website. So for the purpose of the video, like you told me, you're going to try to cover 200 miles of a radius. So I went and type on Google roofing, pull up Washington, which is one of the keywords that have the same value. And the first thing you're going to notice, this is sponsored by Google. You pay to be here, of course. Then you have your traditional Google ads. This, for the type of business that you have, might be one of the go-to options because this can generate a lot of traffic to your website, a lot of potential clients to your website. But you got to be really careful how you do it because there's a lot of factors that involve in getting this optimized and getting the right people that are looking for service for roofing companies into your website. So you gotta be really careful when it comes to that because there's a lot of options. It can be a little bit tricky. Then you have your map section, and if you're gonna be located in Puyallup, I hope I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry. Um, if you have a location over there, you can actually appear in this section. Excuse me. If you would have a profile that is optimized. When I say optimized, again, it comes to having the right content in that profile, optimized images, and when somebody leaves a review, you have to interact with that review. Somebody asks a question or sends a message, you have to interact with that because that's what Google is looking for. You being proactive towards people that are actually trying to contact you. Then we have the organic results, of course. On number one, we got Yelp, which is a big directory. Then we got Angie on number two. On number three, we got the best business bureau, I think it's called. And then on number four, we got these guys. So we're gonna see why these guys are ranking number four because in, technically trying to compete with these three can be very, very easy. But these ones are the ones that might be a little bit of a different. But again, we're going to pull up their website and you can see they're targeting the whole, the main page over here. So we have their website here and you can see that they have a contact form here, have a call us here, get a free estimate. Those things actually work. They have a video over here, which is also good because it catches somebody's attention. They have the types of roof, types of shingles that they use, commercial roofing. This can be another potential keyword, but this is a little bit too general because it's not targeting, for example, the state of Washington in this case. But you can see that they have more pages. For example, they have roofing, they have gutters, and like I know you told me you guys only do roofing, but same principle applies to you. If you have more pages, for example, new roof installation or roof replacement or repairs, things like that would definitely help you as well. But you can see that they have content here, they have text here, all the way down here. They have the address below, they have the social media linked up. This is also very, very important. If you have social media, you have to link it up with your website. You have to try and make it active because that's going to help you to get some good reputation on Google, to the eyes of Google. If we look on the back end of their website, let's just go back here and let's give it a second. Okay, so they're being found for 456 keywords, which is quite a lot. And they have over 5,000 backlinks, but for the amount of backlinks that I'm seeing here, this number is very low. That means that their links are probably not really good quality, but they're doing their job so they can be found on that first page. Also, for your reference, almost 70% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top three on the map section and the top three over here, probably the top four, but they don't scroll down all the way to the end of the page, not even going to the second or third page. So there's a lot of opportunity that you might be by not just by not being in this first page. And of course, the difference between being in the top three against the rest of them is very different. But we're going to see this right here. We're going to see what kind of keywords are they being found for and what's the benefit of that. So, best roofing, of course, that's the, no, Bates, I'm sorry. That's the branding name, the targeting. There's a lot of volume, but they're not bringing really new potential clients, right? This one, for example, does 150 searches a month. And because they're ranking number three or number four, they're getting 21 straight visits to their website. That's only one chance of getting a new client every month. Um, this one can be another good actually another good keyword. I'm not sure how many other places are called Puyallup, I think it's called. But again, 150 searches a month because of ranking number five. Again, another 10. So 10, 21, that's 31. So that's 31 chances of getting new clients every single month. And you get the idea by now. The more keywords you have, the more chances you're going to get, of course. But you have to power them up with backlinks. Otherwise, you're not going to see any increase of climbing positions. For example, you can see these guys here, Kent Roof Repair. I'm not really sure why they're ranking that, but you can see that they just climb one position. This can be, again, if it's not um, specifically targeted, somebody in the west, on the east coast, can actually be looking for this, but it's not relevant because it's not going to be a customer for you based on the location. Um, I don't want to take too much of your time. I know it's already 10 minutes, but to wrap things up, you really need to improve on content, and you gotta make sure you include those keywords. They have to be placed in specific areas of your website so Google can actually understand that you are targeting those keywords. And of course, if you want to power them up, you're going to be popular in the eyes of Google. You need to add backlinks, and you need to um, make sure they're really good quality. Otherwise, you're not going to see any results, and you're actually missing a huge opportunity on having a solid website to bring you more business into your roofing company. Once again, my name is Alejandro, and I really hope you find this information useful. If you have any questions, uh, you have my direct email, and um, we can actually sit down and see if we can help you out. Thank you.